There is a sacred intelligence that moves through everything in existence, an invisible current that breathes through your body, animates your thoughts, and orchestrates every unfolding event in your life. You don't have to chase it, force it, or control it. You simply have to align with it. This intelligence, call it the universe, the field, the divine consciousness, doesn't speak in words. It speaks in vibration. And your vibration is determined not by what you do, but by how you feel, how you think, and how you exist in the present moment. When you are tense, fearful, or overthinking, you send out a signal of separation. You're telling the universe, I don't trust you to take care of me. The field listens. It responds faithfully to your frequency. And so, in the vibration of control and worry, life mirrors that same energy back to you, creating more uncertainty, more effort, more struggle. But when you relax, when you let go of the need to manipulate every outcome, your entire energetic field changes. You begin to radiate coherence, harmony, and trust. And the moment that shift happens, the moment you drop into stillness and allow yourself to simply be, the universe begins to organize itself in your favor. Relaxation is not laziness. It is not weakness. It is not giving up. It's the signal of alignment. It's the energetic frequency that communicates to the universe. I trust that everything I've asked for is already on its way. When your body is in survival mode, your mind becomes limited. It can only focus on what's wrong, what's missing, or what could go wrong next. This is the biological programming of the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight response that evolved to keep you alive in moments of danger. But in the modern world, most people live there all the time. They wake up already anticipating stress, they check their phones, scroll through information, rush to tasks, and operate from the chemistry of fear, cortisol, and adrenaline coursing through their bodies. Their energy is scattered, their heart and brain are out of sync. And when that happens, their signal to the quantum field becomes incoherent. The field doesn't respond to scattered energy. It responds to coherence, to the unified signal of trust, gratitude, and presence. When you relax, you shift from that sympathetic, survival-based state into the parasympathetic, the body's natural mode of healing, creation, and restoration. This is what I call the creation mode. In this state, your brain waves slow down from the high beta frequencies of stress into alpha and theta, which are the brain's natural states for creativity, intuition, and connection. Your heart rate synchronizes with your breathing. Your body chemistry changes. Cortisol drops, serotonin rises, and the electromagnetic field surrounding your heart becomes orderly. That field, measurable and real, expands far beyond your physical body. Scientists have shown that the heart generates an electromagnetic field up to several feet around you, one that carries information about your emotional state. When you are stressed, that field becomes erratic. When you are calm, that field becomes coherent. And coherence is what communicates with the quantum field, the infinite field of possibilities that surrounds and permeates everything. So when you relax, when you breathe deeply, when you let your shoulders drop and release the need to fix or control, you are literally tuning your energy to a different frequency. A frequency that says, I am safe, I am open, I am connected. And in that state, life begins to reflect that truth back to you. Opportunities flow more naturally. People appear at the right time. Synchronicities become common. Why? Because you've shifted from survival to creation, from chaos to coherence, from effort to flow. Let's imagine for a moment that you are sitting quietly with your eyes closed. You take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. As you do, your body begins to soften. The muscles in your face relax, your jaw unclenches, the space around your heart feels lighter, and with each breath, your energy starts to settle into harmony. Your mind is no longer racing to figure everything out. Instead, you begin to feel a subtle awareness, a sense that something greater is already taking care of things. You start to feel a quiet knowing that you are not alone in your creation. You are part of an infinite intelligence that has been guiding you all along. This is the frequency of allowing. When you enter this state, your energy becomes coherent. Your heart and brain start to communicate in harmony, producing a measurable electromagnetic rhythm that radiates far beyond your body. The universe reads that frequency because, at its core, it is made of the same energy you are. You are not separate from it. You are an expression of it. So when you are at ease, the field around you becomes ordered, and that order in energy creates order in matter. It reorganizes your external reality to match your internal state. This is why forcing and chasing never work, because they are signals of lack. They tell the field, I don't have what I want yet, so I must strive for it. But when you relax, when you embody gratitude for what already is, you emit the opposite signal. I already am the one who has everything I need. And the universe, which only mirrors frequencies, aligns itself with that vibration of completeness. Have you ever noticed that the things you wanted most, the ones you chased, obsessed over, and tried to make happen, often came slowly or not at all? And yet the moments you felt at peace, detached and open, life suddenly surprised you? That's not coincidence, that's coherence. The energy of calmness carries order, while the energy of resistance carries disorder. Relaxation is the art of stepping out of the way of your own creation. It's the willingness to say, I don't need to know how. I just know it's already unfolding, and that single act of surrender shifts your entire frequency. When you're in that space, you begin to live from a different intelligence, not the limited logic of the analytical mind, but the expansive knowing of the heart. The heart doesn't analyze. It feels truth instantly. It doesn't chase. It attracts. The moment your heart opens in trust and gratitude, your electromagnetic field expands dramatically, becoming a beacon for the energy you want to experience. It's like tuning a radio to a clear signal. When your heart is coherent, your frequency becomes precise. You're no longer broadcasting static into the field. You're sending a clear, powerful message. I am aligned. I am abundant. I am ready. And because the quantum field is made of pure energy and information, it can only bring back experiences that match that vibration. So how do you enter this state of relaxation? Not by effort, but by awareness, by noticing the tension in your body, by observing when your thoughts begin to spiral into control and worry, by pausing, breathing, and reminding yourself that the energy that created galaxies is the same energy beating your heart right now. Do you really think that intelligence needs your stress to do its job? The paradox is that the more you relax, the more powerful you become, because relaxation is coherence. Coherence is power, and power is not something you force, it's something you remember. In this relaxed state, time even begins to behave differently. When you are in survival mode, you perceive time linearly, always chasing the future, running from the past. But in creation mode, you move into the eternal now, the present moment, where all potential exists. And that's where manifestation truly happens. Because the universe doesn't respond to your thoughts about the future, it responds to your energy now. Think of it like this. When you are at peace, you are communicating with the field in its own language, vibration, frequency, coherence. And in that language, every emotion you emit is a command. Gratitude says, I already have it. Trust says, I know it's coming. Surrender says, I'm open to however it arrives. Together, those signals create a magnetic resonance that calls abundance toward you. You are not meant to chase abundance. You are meant to radiate it. When you release control and enter stillness, you merge with the intelligence that has always been creating through you. Suddenly, ideas flow effortlessly. People appear, circumstances align. This is the law of resonance in motion. The universe responding not to your words, but to your energy. The truth is, abundance doesn't come when you're tense, forcing outcomes, or trapped in overthinking. Those states narrow your awareness, keeping you locked in the same predictable patterns of thought and emotion. But when you relax, you widen your awareness. You enter a state of possibility, of openness, where new energy and information can reach you. And it's in that openness that the miraculous begins to unfold. You can't receive new energy while you're holding on to old stress. You can't welcome new abundance while you're gripping tightly to fear. Relaxation isn't about doing nothing. It's about creating the space where everything becomes possible. Imagine the moment you exhale deeply and let go of the weight of needing to figure it all out. You realize that the same force that spins the planets around the sun is also guiding the details of your life. You feel your body soften as your trust deepens. In that moment, your energy field becomes radiant. You are no longer a disconnected human struggling for control. You are consciousness in flow with creation itself. And that's when the universe moves. It brings you the phone call you weren't expecting. The idea that changes everything. The opportunity that feels effortless because you've shifted your signal from tension to trust, from lack to abundance, from doing to being. So today, let yourself relax into the knowing that everything you desire already exists in the field. You don't need to chase it. You just need to tune into it. You don't need to force it. You just need to trust it. Close your eyes, breathe, and allow your energy to settle into coherence. Feel your heart expand, your mind clear, and your body become still. You are not separate from abundance. You are abundance, experiencing itself through form. And the moment you truly relax into that truth, the universe begins to bring it to you, effortlessly, naturally, and in perfect timing. Abundance doesn't come when you chase it. It comes when you relax into the truth that you're already connected to it. When you finally relax into trust, something magical begins to happen. The same energy that once felt scattered and uncertain begins to organize itself into flow. The tension you once carried, the need to know how, when, and through whom your desires would manifest, begins to dissolve. You start to feel lighter, freer, and somehow more connected to the natural rhythm of life. And that's when the universe moves. It begins to rearrange itself, not according to your plans, but according to your alignment. This is where the deeper truth reveals itself. The less you try to control, the faster life aligns with you. Control is the great illusion of the human mind. It's the ego's desperate attempt to manage the infinite through the finite, to confine an unlimited intelligence within the narrow frame of logic and predictability. We've been conditioned to believe that if we don't make things happen, they won't happen at all. That belief comes from fear. Fear that the universe won't show up for us. Fear that life won't unfold the way we want it to. Fear that if we release control, everything will fall apart. But what if the opposite is true? What if your tight grip on life is the very thing keeping it from coming together? Every time you try to control, you are broadcasting a signal of mistrust. You're telling the field, I don't believe things can work out unless I'm the one forcing them. And since the quantum field mirrors your energy back to you, that vibration of fear and contraction becomes your experience. You find yourself in situations where things only move when you struggle, where opportunities seem just out of reach, where synchronicity feels rare and fleeting. Not because life is withholding from you, but because your energy is too narrow for it to flow through. Control is not power. Control is the fear of losing power. True power is the ability to trust in the unseen, to know that the intelligence that spins the planets and beats your heart doesn't need your micromanagement to do its job. When you let go, you allow that intelligence to take over, and it will always do it better than your analytical mind ever could. Think about what happens when you're in a state of stress or anxiety. Your body tightens, your breathing becomes shallow, your awareness narrows to focus on what's wrong or what might go wrong. That's your survival system, your sympathetic nervous system taking over. It's designed for short-term emergencies, not long-term creation. In that state, your brain waves move into high beta, your heart and brain lose their rhythm, and your energy field becomes chaotic. You literally disconnect from the field of infinite possibilities because your body is too busy trying to protect you from imaginary threats. But when you surrender, when you take a deep breath and remind yourself that life is not your enemy, everything changes. Your brain waves slow. Your heart begins to beat in coherence. The electromagnetic field surrounding your body becomes orderly and harmonious. This coherence is the language of the quantum field. It's how you communicate with creation itself. The moment your internal energy becomes coherent, the external world starts to reorganize itself to match it. That's why things seem to magically align when you let go. You've moved from chaos to order, from fear to trust, from control to flow. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means recognizing that your limited perspective can't see the entire picture, but the universe can. It means saying, I don't know how this will unfold, but but I know it will unfold for my highest good. It means trusting that the timing, the people, the opportunities, all of it are already being arranged behind the scenes. The universe doesn't need your control. It needs your cooperation. And cooperation begins with openness. Imagine for a moment that life is a river, constantly flowing toward your highest potential. When you try to control, it's like paddling upstream, exhausting yourself in resistance. But the moment you let go of the need to control the current, you turn your boat around and allow the river to carry you. You don't have to know where every bend leads. You just have to trust that the current knows the way. And as you relax into it, you begin to notice how effortlessly everything starts to move. The clarity, the synchronicities, the ease. Control is contraction. Surrender is expansion. And the universe can only fill the space you allow. When you cling to one outcome, you limit the infinite possibilities that could actually serve you better. The quantum field operates through potential. It's an infinite ocean of probabilities waiting to take form based on the frequency you emit. If your frequency is rigid, defined by control, you collapse those potentials into narrow outcomes. But if your frequency is open, rooted in trust and surrender, you give the field permission to bring you outcomes far beyond what your mind could conceive. This is not wishful thinking, it's physics. Every thought and emotion creates a measurable electromagnetic pattern in your field. When those patterns are disordered, when your heart and mind are incoherent, your energy signal is weak and fragmented. But when you release control and align your heart and mind in trust, the signal becomes unified. The stronger and clearer that signal, the faster the field can respond. That's why letting go speeds up alignment, because your energy stops contradicting itself. You've likely felt this before. Think about a time when you stopped obsessing over something you wanted, maybe a job, a relationship, or a goal, and suddenly, the moment you detached, it showed up effortlessly. That wasn't coincidence. That was energy aligning with allowance. As soon as you stopped projecting resistance into the field, the space opened for your desire to move toward you. Surrender is not passive. It's the most active state of creation there is. It's saying, I've set my intention, I felt it as real, and now I trust the field to do its part. You release the how, the when, and the who, and you remain in the energy of knowing that it's already done. In that state, you stop chasing life and start magnetizing it. When you operate from control, you rely on your senses, on what you can see, touch, and predict. But when you operate from trust, you rely on energy, on what you can feel, intuit, and allow. And the energy field is where all creation begins. The moment you let go, you return to your natural creative state, where ideas flow, intuition sharpens, and opportunities appear with effortless precision. The paradox is that surrender doesn't make you weaker, it makes you limitless, because when you're no longer trapped in fear, your awareness expands. You begin to see patterns, connections, and opportunities that were invisible before. The universe is always organizing reality around your vibration, not your control. So if your vibration is peaceful and open, life has room to deliver miracles. The practice of letting go is a practice of remembering that you are part of a greater intelligence, remembering that the same consciousness that moves through galaxies is moving through you. And when you're aligned with that consciousness, you don't need to force, you simply flow. So how do you begin to let go? You start by noticing. Notice when you're trying to make something happen. Notice the tightness in your chest when things aren't going your way. Notice the thoughts that say, if I don't control this, it will fall apart. And instead of reacting, breathe. Place your hand on your heart and remind yourself. The universe knows what it's doing. Each time you release the impulse to control, you strengthen the signal of trust. Each breath you take in surrender, you expand your energetic field. When your energy expands, life expands. When your heart softens, doors open. When your mind quiets, clarity emerges. And when you stop trying to control everything, life aligns faster than you ever thought possible, because you've stopped slowing it down with your resistance. In truth, There has never been a single moment in your life when you weren't supported by something greater. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, every sunrise that greets you, all of it is evidence of a universe that knows exactly what it's doing. So trust that intelligence now. Let it move through you, guide you, and surprise you. Let go of the need to control and instead choose to collaborate with life. You'll find that the moment you stop forcing, the current of creation picks you up and carries you exactly where you need to be. And as you rest in that flow, as you open your heart to the rhythm of the universe, you'll see how quickly everything starts to align, faster, easier, and far more beautifully than you ever could have planned. When you stop controlling life, you create the space for it to exceed every expectation you once held. When you stop trying to control every detail of your life and begin to flow with the rhythm of the universe, something extraordinary begins to awaken within you. The struggle softens. The tension that once clouded your perception begins to dissolve. In its place, a gentle sense of clarity emerges, the kind that doesn't come from overthinking or planning, but from pure alignment. This is the transition point between resistance and receptivity. It is here that you begin to understand that miracles are not earned or chased, they are attracted. And what attracts them is not your effort, but your energy, more specifically, your calm energy. The quiet coherence that tells the universe, I am ready, I am open, I am in tune. Calmness is not the absence of movement. It is the presence of alignment. It is the still point within you that connects you directly to the field of infinite possibilities, the quantum field. When you are calm, you are coherent. And coherence is the universal language of creation. Every time your heart and brain are in harmony, your electromagnetic field becomes ordered, your energy expands, and your entire being begins to emit a signal that draws matching realities towards you. Let's talk about this scientifically for a moment. The human heart produces the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, about 60 times stronger electrically and up to 5,000 times stronger magnetically than the field generated by the brain. This field extends several feet beyond your physical body and carries information about your emotional state. In other words, your emotions are not private. They are energetic broadcasts, continuously interacting with the field around you. When you feel stress, fear, or frustration, the rhythm of your heart becomes erratic. This is called incoherence. Your brain and heart lose their synchronization, and the energy you project becomes disordered. The field around you, which mirrors your internal state, starts to reflect that same chaos back to you. That's why when you're anxious or impatient, life feels stuck or fragmented because your signal is inconsistent. You're essentially sending mixed messages to the universe. One part of you is asking for peace, while another is vibrating at the frequency of fear. But when you are calm, everything changes. The rhythm of your heart becomes smooth, steady, and coherent. Your brain waves slow down, moving from high beta, the state of stress and survival, into alpha and theta, the states of relaxation, creativity, and intuition. In this harmony, your heart and brain begin to operate as one unified system, producing a consistent, powerful electromagnetic field. That field is clear, it's ordered. And the universe, which operates through energy and resonance, recognizes that coherence as a direct invitation. In this state, you're no longer pushing against life, you're magnetizing it. Calm energy is like a tuning fork that vibrates at the frequency of abundance, love, and possibility. Everything that matches that frequency naturally gravitates toward you. Opportunities align. Relationships become harmonious. Ideas flow effortlessly. What once seemed difficult begins to unfold with a sense of grace. Why? Because your internal environment has become coherent, and the outer world is simply rearranging itself to match it. Miracles are not random. They are the natural byproduct of coherence. When your heart radiates gratitude, when your mind is at ease, when your nervous system is regulated and your breath flows freely, you become a living magnet for the extraordinary. You begin to emit an energetic signature that the field cannot ignore. Think of calmness as light. A candle doesn't chase away the darkness, it simply shines. And because it shines, the darkness cannot remain. Your calmness works the same way. When you embody inner peace, you don't need to force external change. Your frequency naturally transforms the space around you. People feel safer in your presence. Opportunities feel drawn to you. The right conditions assemble without your struggle. This is not coincidence. This is coherence in action. Now, some people mistake calmness for passivity, as though being calm means withdrawing from life or ignoring challenges. But calmness is not an escape. It's mastery. It's the realization that chaos outside of you cannot touch the peace within you unless you allow it. It's knowing that the most powerful thing you can do is to remain aligned, to stay centered in the truth that everything in the universe is energy, and energy responds to your inner state. When you're calm, your perception changes. You begin to see through the lens of possibility instead of fear. Instead of reacting to life, you begin to respond with awareness. Instead of trying to fix every problem, you learn to tune your energy first because you understand that when your internal signal is coherent, the external reality follows. You've probably experienced this more times than you realize. Think about moments when you were completely relaxed, maybe sitting by the ocean, walking in nature, or simply breathing deeply at the end of a long day. In that calmness, creative insights often appeared effortlessly. Solutions to problems surfaced out of nowhere. People called, opportunities arrived, synchronicities unfolded. That's because your energy field was coherent, allowing information from the quantum field, the realm of all potential, to flow through you without interference. When you are calm, you become receptive. And when you are receptive, you are magnetic. Now contrast that with the energy of chaos, the racing thoughts, the impatience, the constant need to act. That vibration is like static in the field. It blocks the flow of intelligence trying to reach you. You can't receive inspiration in that state because your energy is too noisy to perceive it. The universe is always broadcasting abundance, but you can only tune into that frequency through calm awareness. Calmness is the bridge between science and spirituality. It is the point where biology meets divinity, where the rhythm of your heartbeat synchronizes with the rhythm of the cosmos. Every breath you take in serenity becomes a message to the field. I trust, I'm aligned, I'm open, and in that openness, energy begins to move. You see, calmness doesn't make things happen. It allows them to happen. It creates space for life to unfold naturally. The electromagnetic field around you expands, becoming more organized, more radiant, more magnetic. In that field, information flows freely. The right people, ideas, and events find their way to you because you've created resonance. Resonance means you are vibrating in harmony with what you seek. You are no longer wishing for abundance. You are embodying it. You are no longer hoping for love. You are radiating it. You are no longer searching for peace. You are becoming it. And when you become it, you no longer chase anything. Everything begins to find you. Calmness is the ultimate demonstration of trust. It's the silent declaration that you know the universe is intelligent enough to bring you what aligns with your highest good. It's understanding that by softening your grip, you invite the flow. By slowing down your mind, you speed up your manifestations. By resting in your heart, you expand your field. There's a profound beauty in realizing that calmness is not something you achieve. It's something you return to. It's your original state before fear, before doubt, before conditioning taught you that you must struggle to create. In truth, your natural energy is calm, coherent, radiant. You were born in alignment with the universe. Every moment of calm you experience is a homecoming, a return to that original connection with the creative intelligence that made you. So, the next time you feel impatient or restless, pause. Feel your heartbeat. Slow your breath. Imagine the field around your heart expanding with every exhale, filling the space with light. Let that light spread through your entire body until you feel grounded, centered, present. In that moment, you've become a living magnet for miracles, not by effort, but by coherence. Because the universe doesn't respond to chaos, it responds to clarity. It doesn't respond to need, it responds to wholeness. And the vibration of calmness is the vibration of wholeness. the knowing that nothing is missing, that everything is already here. When you live from this state, miracles become the natural rhythm of your life. Not because you're lucky or chosen, but because your energy field has become a perfect match for them. Your calmness becomes your compass, your power, your prayer. And as you radiate that serene coherence into the world, the universe cannot help but respond. When your energy is calm and coherent, you become a beacon for miracles, because calmness is the universe's native frequency. When your energy is calm and coherent, you begin to realize something powerful. Life was never meant to be a battle. The more you relax, the more things align. The more you trust, the more life responds in your favor. This truth leads you to one of the most profound realizations on the journey of abundance. You must let go of the struggle to step into the flow of receiving. Struggle has been glorified in our world. We are told that only through hard effort, relentless work, and constant striving can we achieve anything worthwhile. It's a belief deeply woven into our collective consciousness that peace is laziness and struggle is noble. Yet this very belief keeps us trapped in separation, far from the flow of abundance that is our natural state. Because in truth, the universe is not asking you to fight for what you desire. It's asking you to open yourself to it. Struggle is not a sign of strength. It's a signal of resistance. It's the body locked in survival mode, the nervous system flooded with stress hormones, the mind caught in the illusion that control equals safety. But what if you understood that control is not power, coherence is? What if the very act of letting go, of releasing the inner tension that demands certainty, is what opens the floodgates of creation? The energy of struggle sends a very specific signal into the field. I don't trust. I must do this alone. I'm separate from what I want. The field, always reflecting your vibration, mirrors that frequency back to you. So you experience delay, obstacles, and exhaustion, not because the universe is withholding from you, but because your own energy is broadcasting resistance. Now imagine a different signal. The moment you exhale deeply, surrendering the need to control the outcome, your heart rate begins to slow. Your breath deepens. Your brain waves shift from high beta, the state of stress and analysis, into alpha and theta, the states of relaxation, creation, and intuition. In this state, your heart and brain begin to communicate in harmony, producing coherence, the signal of alignment. This coherent field is what the universe listens to. It is clear, it is open, it says, I trust, I am ready, I am connected. This is the neuroscience of allowing. When your mind relaxes its grip, your subconscious becomes receptive. It opens the channel between your conscious intention and the infinite intelligence of the field. Inspiration begins to flow. Guidance emerges. Synchronicities appear. Life begins to move through you rather than against you. Abundance is not something you chase. It's an energetic current you align with. Picture it as a luminous river flowing through the fabric of reality. Eternal, effortless, abundant. Every time you resist, you fight that current. You paddle upstream, exhausting your energy, creating friction where there should be ease. But when you let go, when you stop trying to control the current and trust where it's leading, everything changes. You are carried by the flow of creation itself. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means releasing your attachment to how and when they must happen. It's realizing that your job is not to manage the details, but to align your energy, to live in a vibration of peace, trust, and gratitude, to believe that what is meant for you can never miss you, because energy always finds its match. Struggle, at its core, is the language of fear. Flow is the language of trust. And the universe always responds to the language you speak. When you are in struggle, your energy is tight, your thoughts are rigid, your emotions are charged with anxiety and expectation. You send a scattered signal into the quantum field, one filled with contradiction, asking for abundance, but vibrating in lack. But when you soften, when you breathe, relax, and feel safe in the present moment, your energy field expands. You move from contraction to openness, from doubt to faith. You become receptive. Think of the last time you were truly relaxed, maybe watching the ocean, walking through nature, or sitting quietly in gratitude. In that calmness, creative ideas flowed effortlessly. The answers you'd been chasing suddenly appeared. That's not coincidence, that's coherence. When your energy is open and balanced, you become a vessel for the intelligence of the universe to move through you. This is why letting go feels like relief, because your natural state is flow. The body recognizes peace as home. When you surrender, you are not losing control. You are returning to your natural rhythm, the one that existed before fear taught you to tighten, before struggle became your identity. The flow of receiving is not something external. It's a state of consciousness. It's what happens when you trust that you are already connected to everything you desire. You stop trying to pull abundance toward you and start allowing it to meet you. You can practice this right now. Close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel your shoulders soften, your jaw unclench, your heart open. Imagine the energy of struggle, every thought of, "I need to make this happen," melting away with each breath. Feel yourself becoming lighter, freer, more present. As your body relaxes, your energy expands. You are not losing anything. You are making room for everything. In this state, you begin to feel the subtle rhythm of the universe moving through you, a gentle current that has always been there, guiding you toward your highest timeline. You don't have to force it. You only have to stay open to it. This is the art of receiving, not grasping, not demanding, not proving, but allowing. Letting life meet you halfway because you've created space for it to do so. The more you trust, the more life shows you how capable it truly is of orchestrating miracles without your interference. You were never meant to live in resistance. The energy that creates worlds does not struggle, it flows. The sun doesn't strain to rise, rivers don't fight their direction, flowers don't push themselves to bloom. Everything in nature receives effortlessly because it's aligned with the intelligence that governs creation. You are part of that same intelligence. The only thing separating you from it is the illusion that you must earn what's already yours. When you let go of struggle, you step into harmony with that intelligence. You begin to notice that the timing of life is perfect, that what leaves makes room for what's meant to arrive, that what feels delayed is actually aligning for the right moment. You start to experience the world not as random chaos, but as a precise reflection of your energy. And in that realization, peace replaces pressure, trust replaces tension, gratitude replaces grasping. You enter the flow. Letting go is a daily practice, a conscious return to faith each time fear tries to take over. It's choosing to breathe rather than react, to trust rather than control, to relax rather than resist. Every time you choose peace over struggle, you strengthen your connection to the field of infinite possibility. You become more magnetic, more aligned, more open to receiving all that you've been asking for. And as you embody that openness, life begins to show you what happens when you no longer interfere with its perfection. The struggle fades, replaced by a deep sense of ease, the feeling that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The more you surrender, the more you realize that you were never chasing abundance. You were always swimming in it. So take another breath. Feel yourself soften once more. Trust that what's meant for you is already finding its way. You are not falling behind. You are aligning. Because the moment you surrender the need to struggle, you step into the infinite current of creation, where all that you desire already exists, waiting patiently for you to stop fighting and start flowing. And in that flow, that gentle, sacred harmony between your heart and the universe, you finally understand what it means to live this truth fully and completely. Relax and let the universe bring you abundance now.